What is up, everybody? Thank you guys so much for tuning in, for listening. This is Behind the Days. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for clicking on this episode. It really does mean a lot to me. This episode, we are actually on the go. I just wanted to stop in and say what's up and say thank you guys for clicking on this episode, for watching. Please just like, comment, subscribe, all of that jazz. I'm not that good at self-promoting that. But please do it. It really does help. It means a lot to me to see the community grow, see my audience grow. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Now, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It was really fun making it. Had some weird conversations, but it was fun. Enjoy. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Behind the Days. We are actually on the go. I am on my way to work. I'm closing today, so I got to sleep in a little bit. So I got to sleep in a little bit, which is awesome. The reason why I'm making this video, something happened to me this morning, and I'm just curious on if this ever happened to you guys. Now, this clip is not like a meaningful, like thought-provoking message or anything. This is kind of weird. It's kind of like a weird question, if I'm gonna be honest with myself. Like, you wouldn't ask somebody this question, but I thought when this happened, dude, I was laughing so hard. It could just be because I'm a child. But dude, I was laughing so hard. It was so funny. And it just made me think like, why does this happen? And I haven't like looked into it this morning or anything. I haven't had the chance to. I'm really curious. I have a couple theories, and one of them I think is the right theory, like the right reason why this happens. But I'm just curious on what you guys think. Okay. So have you guys ever been in the shower, right? Scrubbing yourself down, getting all sudsy and stuff. Ooh, you know what I mean? And then out of nowhere, your body just like releases like one of the silent, like one of them silent but killer farts. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, your whole bathroom just smells like freaking dog fart. Dude, it just smells so bad. And it's worse for you because you're in the shower. So you're confined to like this little space. And the smell just keeps building and building and building. And yeah, that happened to me this morning. I had no idea my body could produce something like that. Like, I knew I had like nasty farts. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, there's some days where, bro, I could clear a room. But in the shower, like, I don't think I've ever smelt anything like that before. And the one thing that I can think of is like, all the steam. Like all the steam from your hot shower and stuff is just, I feel like, absorbing all of that smell. And it's just like, makes it go everywhere. It just like spreads it faster, makes it thicker. So it smells even worse. I don't know. That's just a thought. That's just an idea or something that I came up with in the shower while this was happening to me, Fuck, dude. Man, I hate school traffic. I hate it. People are dumb. I don't know if, bro, I had 1, 2, 3, 4 people behind me run a red light. You know how I know they ran a red light? Because I ran that red light too. Oh my gosh. But have you guys ever farted in the shower? Like, have you guys ever had that situation where you just rip one, not thinking the consequences would be dire to your nostrils. And you just like, ugh, you gotta stay with that because that smell goes away, but it feels like it stays there forever, dude. It feels like the smell doesn't disperse like it would like in a car or something because it's all wet and everything, one. And then two is you're kind of in a enclosed space. But when you're in a car, you're in an enclosed space too. Scratch that one. I don't know, guys. I have no idea. I'm just curious if this happened to you guys before. I would say let me know if you farted in the comments, but if you don't want to let me know if you farted in the shower before in the comments below, that's totally fine. But let me know if you have. That way, I'm not the only one that can kill their nostrils in the shower. I don't know, guys. But that's it. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this episode. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Good night whenever you guys are watching this. But guys, please like, comment, subscribe, all of that jazz. I'm not that good at kind of asking for likes, comments, and subscribes just because, I don't know. I just honestly forget about it. I'm too excited about making the thing, and then when it's done, it's done. But please like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, guys. I really do appreciate it. I can't do this without you guys. I mean that. Thank you to everybody that has subscribed. I really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I really do. I love seeing that. But you guys go have a great rest of your day, night, whenever you guys are watching this. Go live life in a happy days, baby. I love you. Peace. Thank you guys so much for watching the videos. I really do appreciate it. Please like, comment, subscribe, all of that jazz. I'm really bad at asking that type of stuff. So I'm going to try and do better at it. I really do appreciate everybody watching the videos. Just tuning in, just seeing what's going on. I really appreciate it. But something happened to me recently, and I just want to see if you guys feel the same. All right. So picture this, okay? I want you guys to picture something. It's your birthday. It's Christmas. It's a special holiday, or it's just a random Tuesday. And you wake up in your closet and see a nice new pair of shoes. And you cherish these things, right? You love them. They're your favorite pair of shoes now. But as time goes on, the newness wears off, all right? So you're not really caring for it as much. You don't care if there's some dirt on it. You don't care if the toe box is bent, if there's creases in it. You don't care about any of that anymore. Why is that? The reason why I bring that up is because this happened to me. I got a new pair of shoes, not trying to flex or anything, but they're Vans. What can I say? They were supposed to be work shoes. Now, notice that I say the word or words was supposed to. That ain't gonna happen, okay? I like these shoes. I don't want to get them ruined. I tried wearing them to work for a week. And during that week, that's what caused me to think about this. During that week when I wore them, I caught myself thinking about the way I was walking, thinking about how my toes were bending when I was like kneeling down to pick something up. I was noticing all the small things about like how I move my foot just because of these new shoes. And you're probably asking, or you're probably thinking to yourself, who cares? They're new shoes. You know, you're going to take care of them. You're going to like them over your old ones because they're new. It's just the newness. What if I told you that's kind of like life? It's kind of like when you buy a new car and then you get a couple scratches in it from time to time. And you're like, it's okay. It's fine. But as time goes on, you get more and more and more until you're just ready to get rid of it. Everybody wants the new thing. No one, in my opinion, I don't say this is factual, but I feel like no one likes old shit. Like, I feel like, especially when it comes to like relationships and stuff, like the first beginning stages are awesome. I like to call that the honeymoon phase, or it's known as the honeymoon phase. Like, you get all the lovey-dovey stuff, but then as time goes on, that newness just like wears off on you. Like it just wears off, and maybe not like consciously, but subconsciously you're getting bored. You're like, man, fuck this, you know? Like, everybody looks like they're having fun on like social media, and we're just sitting on the couch on a Friday night. Like, what's up with that? How come we're not having any fun? And then you see some of your friends or some people that you follow that are in like a new relationship, and they're all having fun and stuff while you're sitting on the couch, somewhat bored with someone that you've been with for 8 months. It's just the newness. Now, I feel like if you take care of things, if you take care of relationships, if you take care of your shoes, your cars, then you will always have that new feeling. Like, my car is 2 years old, but I still have that feeling and like, oh dude, it's a new car. Sometimes I forget, like, I got my car 2 years ago. Like, sometimes I catch myself thinking, oh dude, it's a brand new car. But it's not. But I take care of it. It looks brand new. So that's how I see it. If like a relationship that you have, if it's losing that like new feeling, then try something new with them. Go to like a completely different restaurant that you guys have never been to before and try it out. Go to a new state that you guys haven't visited before and enjoy yourself. Try some new things. Try some new food. Try a new activity, a new hobby. I don't know if you guys got any information out of that or not, but this whole situation with me getting my new shoes and everything, just this thought has been just, I don't know, just in my head. And I feel like it's kind of like stages in life too. Like, you want to get to new points and new like destinations and get new achievements in your life, quote unquote achievements, you know, but that means you got to pick up new habits. You can't go to new places and have the old habits or old perspective like you had like in your older self. I feel like once you change your mindset, once you get like a new perspective in life, then you'll be able to reach new points and achieve new things that you want to achieve. And I feel like that's everybody's goal, everyone's drive, I feel like, is try to get to a next level. But sometimes old things could be holding you back from achieving that level. And sometimes you just got to cut old things out of the picture. Get some new things. But if some new things are benefiting you, whether it be like a partnership or like a friendship or something, then I would say just cherish it, hold on to the partnership or friendship or relationship, and just try new things with them. And if that doesn't work out, then maybe that old thing really does need to be out of your life. Who knows? All I know is this has been on my mind for a little bit, for like a week or two now. I felt like I needed to tell you guys this for some reason, but I think that's it for this little clip, guys. Just remember, go live life in a happy days, baby. I love you. Peace.
Blockbuster, Family Video, Silly Bands. What does this make you guys think of? If you don't know what Blockbuster or silly bands are, that means you are probably younger than I am. Well, I bring this stuff up because it's kind of nostalgic for me. One, I had a crap ton of silly bands. I remember when they made silly bands like the Michael Jordan logo. They had like a whole Nike package. They had anything you can think of, WWE, like whatever, landmarks. They had like the Statue of Liberty. They had any type of silly band that you can think of. And then Blockbuster or Family Video for that matter, because they're both out of business, I think. I think Family Video's out of business. But I remember Friday nights coming home, getting some pizza from like Little Caesars or something, and then going to the movie store, and we were able to pick out 2 movies or 1 video game. Now, me personally, I did the video game every time. Me and my brother both did. Which, looking back, we should have done the 2 movies, but I think the video games were more fun. Now, I say all this because I was talking to one of my homies at work today, and we were just bringing up like nostalgia stuff. Just because like that popped in my head, he brought up something else, and then we thought about like the mall. Like in my area, we used to have 2 malls. Now we barely have 1 because it's like dead, and there's like hardly any stores in there. There's like your Macy's, your Dillard's, J.C. Penney's, like the basic, but like we don't have a PacSun. I think we got a Zoomies. I don't even know if we have. Yeah, I don't even know if we have Zoomies. I'm pretty sure we do. But I remember going there. I remember the mall was the place to hang out when we were kids. Like Friday, Saturday, you'd just be hanging out at the mall doing absolutely nothing. You have no money. So you're just hanging out with friends. And the whole reason why I bring this up is nostalgia. I don't know if you're like me where you like nostalgia because it just like, I don't know, it just gives you that feeling of like better times, you know, when you were younger, when you didn't really have responsibilities in this world as you do when you're an adult. Nostalgia is fun. It's a fun thing to like feel. And I feel like once you get on like a wave of nostalgia, it just kind of like fills your head like throughout the day. Sometimes it makes you wish like times were better because you only think about it like the bright side of everything because you didn't have any bills to pay. You didn't have really all this responsibility. All you had to do was show up at school, hang out with your homies for 8 hours at school, come home, play outside, and just not have a care in the world. I think it's important to hold on those, like, that feeling of, like, freeness, you know, of, like, freedom, like when we had it when we were kids. I feel like it's important to hold on to that feeling. That's why nostalgia is kind of important because me personally, it reminds me, like, I had so much potential back then that with the stuff that I know now, the possibilities are endless. Like, when you were a kid, obviously you're a kid, so you can't actually really do anything because you got to get your parents' permission, and most importantly, you got to have money. And I don't know if you are like me when you were a kid, but I had no money. Like, my folks had money, but me personally, I had no money. I did chores and stuff, got like maybe $5, but that $5 was everything. I thought I could buy a whole car with that $5. Stupid brain. Stupid little kid brain. It's so funny to think. I think it's just so funny to think how when you were a kid, you would think like you could buy so much stuff with like the little amount of money that you have. Now, when you're grown up and you have a decent amount of money, you realize that doesn't change. Like, you can still buy a lot of stuff with money when you're an adult, but the price of stuff doesn't change. I mean, it only goes up. It never goes down. So you can't always buy more than what you have. I got hit with that wave of nostalgia today at work, and it energized me a little bit. It was like, yeah, let's do it. Let's get today going. But I also feel like it's kind of a dangerous game to play too, the nostalgia game, because you may be in a rut right now in like your time of life right now, and if you keep looking back on like the quote unquote good old days, then you could get sucked into it like um fuck, what's that word called? My brain just farted. Um you could get sucked back into it like a current. Like you could be just swimming along, in the wave of nostalgia, and then all of a sudden it sucks you in. And you just keep thinking about like the past and the quote unquote good old days and how life used to be. And you could get so sucked into that where you don't look in the present and you don't look towards the future because you're so focused on what happened back then when you're not looking to see what's next, what's going to happen. And I think that's important to do because you gotta always have something that's like pushing you, driving you a little bit. And that could be the future that you're thinking of. Like you could be at a job right now that you absolutely hate and you think, oh man, this is not what I thought life was going to be. Maybe it's not right now. Maybe this is a stepping stone to where you're going to go, where you want to go. And I feel like if we all just like harness that like childish, just like freedom, independent type feelings, then we just live happier because we'd be focused in the present. We'd be focused like on our future. And the job that you hate right now, you may actually like it. You may end up liking it because you're thinking, this is a stepping stone. This is a stepping stone. I mean, I'm doing that right now. Like, no one likes their job, in my opinion, I don't think. And if you do, congratulations. You are one of the rare people that like their job. But working on the brand, working on this show, that's what I enjoy doing. And whether working my job is just a stepping stone to keep funding this, keep funding my life, then I'm all for it. I mean, it is what it is. And if you don't like your job, just find another one. Try stuff. You're never too old to try something new. You're just too scared. You don't want to fail. That's the only reason why I feel like people don't actually try new things is because one, they don't want to look stupid, and two, they're just scared of that failing, which is fine. Like, I'm scared of failing. I'm scared this is going to fail, but it's not. It's only going to fail if you stop. I'm not stopping, so I'm not going to fail. You just got to keep going one small step at a time and just really just focus on what's important to you. Like, what are you working towards? Like, what future do you want? You can enjoy the nostalgia. You can enjoy looking back at your life and looking at the good old days and stuff like that and get that feeling like, okay, that's what I want. Your future could look like your past, if that makes sense. If you have a family right now, just enjoy those moments, Do like a Friday night pizza movie video game night like what you used to do when you were kids. Show them traditions that you used to do. That way whenever they look back at their childhood, they could get that nice nostalgia feeling too. Be like, oh, dude, I remember when we used to do this as kids. Let's do it now. Bro, this thought just literally just hit me. When was the last time you guys built like a fort with like blankets and pillows? Dude, you know how many blankets and pillows that I used back in the day for a fort? The whole house would be covered. At least the whole living room would be covered with pillows and homemade tunnels and chairs holding up the blanket so it's like a hallway. Damn. We're talking about nostalgia right now, and just memories are just flooding my brain right now. It's crazy. Damn, I miss that. That was so fun. I might have to build me one of them forts just because now. I know what I'm doing this weekend. 100%. And if I do, I'll show you guys what it looks like afterwards, because you guys are the reason I just thought of this. But yeah, we're definitely going to be building a blanket fort this weekend. Anyway, back to the show. What was I saying? Yes. Your future could look like your past. Just teach your kids the traditions that you used to have. And if you guys don't have any right now, just start some. It, like, a tradition doesn't have to be like a long time family like ordeal. Like, it doesn't have to be something passed down from generation to generation. It could start with you. Like, every Christmas, this is what we do. And honestly, I'm going to pass it down whenever I have a family. But every Christmas, my mom likes to play this game called Hide the Pickle. So she has a pickle ornament that she puts somewhere in the Christmas tree. And it is hidden. I find it every year, but it's hidden. And we have like 5-10 minutes to look for it. Whoever finds it gets a gift. But there's a twist. The gift isn't for that person specifically. It's for the family. It's like a family game. So one year we got like Just Dance. Another year we got Throw the Burrito, which is like a board game. A couple years ago we got like Cards Against Humanity. Like that type of stuff. Because me and my brother have a fun little competition on who can find the pickle. But then also, us as like a family get to enjoy just like hanging out with each other, playing a game with each other. Playing Cards Against Humanity with my folks was a really fun time. But I feel like if you want to live those nostalgia like stages again, just pass them down. Like, if I could find some silly bands right now, I would definitely buy some. I want to buy a pair of Heelys, to be honest with you. I feel like Heelys would be fun. I never actually had a pair growing up. My mom thought they were too dangerous. Honestly, I would probably have broken a few bones on that. But got some in my eye. Nah, dude. Like, yeah, I would have definitely broken some bones on Heelys. But I feel like the whole like nostalgia is really good. It's good to enjoy like a nostalgia feeling. Like you literally just witnessed it with the blanket forts. Like, I just sat there and I just smiled, man. I remember building the forts. Like, it just brings you a little happiness, and I feel like that's really important. But too much of it is bad. So just don't get trapped in that wave. Like, let it flow by you. Enjoy it. Dip your feet in. But know that's not life now. Like, life has definitely changed since I was a kid. Life has probably changed a bunch since you were a kid. But that's life. Life is always moving. Life doesn't stop. It doesn't matter whether you're young, old, rich, poor. Time keeps moving. And that's something that you can't buy back, is time. That's why that is the most precious and most important thing that you will ever own, is your time. So just use it wisely. Why would you want to waste time, like, upset, or like the feeling, not actually upset, but like the feeling of being upset? Why would you waste time feeling that feeling, looking back, when you could be happy? You could be enjoying what's coming up in your future. All I'm saying is, when it comes to nostalgia, just be careful. It's a fun game, but just be careful on how you play it. That's all I'm saying, you know? Because nostalgia is a fun game, but you don't want to get trapped into it. That simple. You guys made it to the end of the video, so Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, for listening, for watching us on YouTube, listening to us on Spotify. It really does mean a lot to me. I really do appreciate it. Um, until next time, go live life in happy days, baby. I love you. Peace.